This is Susan Burch. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Savannah, Georgia. Welcome to Stamping in Savannah's very first Facebook Live. I hope I'm doing this right. I keep having these pop-ups come up. Thank you for your patience. Whether you're watching this as a live presentation or on replay, I'm so honored to have you join me today. Please be sure to let me know where you're viewing from. Today, I want to share with you a very fun fold project with Valentine's Day just around the corner. This would be the perfect little gift for a child or a grandchild, a work friend, or even your UPS driver. And yes, it involves candy, the Kit Kat. Here are the things that you will need to do this project with. You will need Highland Heather cardstock. Now, first of all, let me tell you, you can use any colors you want, but for the project that I'm doing today, these are the colors I'm using. Highland Heather cardstock, 4 3/4 inches by 6, and you're going to score that at the 6-inch side, on the 6-inch side, the 6-inch side at 2 3/4 and at 3 1/4. That's going to make the little booklet. A piece of real red cardstock. This is going to be the matte, and a piece of designer series paper. I'm using the Sweet Talk at 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. So this is going to go on top of here like that, and then this is going to go on here. Okay. You also need a scrap of the Highland Heather and the basic white using the layered circle dies. And that's where we're going to put our stamp and then have this little border on it as well. And last but not least, you'll need some ribbon. I'm using today the Real Red double stitch satin ribbon, about 16 inches, a little less maybe if you're really great at tying bows. So I'm going to slide this out of our way, and I can post this a little bit later. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your cardstock that's been scored, not sure if you can see the score lines, and you're going to fold it, and using your bone folder, you're going to put the crease in, and then put the other side down, and that's going to form a little booklet. That's where our Kit Kat's going to go right inside like that. Okay? Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ribbon on. Now I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus for the ribbon, and I'm going to put it just a thin strip right through here because it's going to be hidden underneath the mat. So just a little piece right there, and just a tiny bit on the other side as well. And then figure out where the center of the ribbon is, and that's going to kind of go just back here on the back, and that's going to be our ribbon to seal and close up our candy to hide our special gift. Next, we're going to take our designer series paper, and we're going to put it onto the mat. I'm going to be using the white glue for this. Now, sometimes I feel very confident and I can use the Stampin' Seal, but sometimes I feel like I need to have a little bit of wiggle room. So I always look at the top and the sides to make sure they're about the same border on all of them. And guys, if you're off a little bit, it is okay. Now you see how that just slid a little bit? With the glue, I'm able to slide it back in place. That's why I like the glue. And then we're going to just put that on top of here. And again, that will hide that ribbon underneath. And I'm going to put the glue on the back of this. See how easy this is? It's just super duper easy. Also, make sure you got your hearts going the correct way. And again, I'm looking at the board at the top and the sides, making sure I like the kind of border I have. And then I press that down. So simple. So simple. When I go to put the Kit Kat inside, I am going to put just a tiny bit of the Stampin' Seal Plus again, just to hold that candy in place and it doesn't slide out. So put that right there. And you can already see just that much is already so cute, but we need to decorate it a little bit. So we're going to use our Highland Heather, and the stamp set that we're going to use is, oh my gosh, the cutest stamp set ever. It's called Nuts and Bolts, and we're going to use the little saying, you make my heart go beep. So we're just going to take our Highland Heather, take the little small circle from the layered circle, center that on there, and stamp that down. Ooh, it looks like we went out of focus a little bit. Sorry about that. Now you can see, uh-oh, I made a little mistake right there. That's okay. I can just flip it over on the back. Don't press down quite so hard, Susan. Just hold it there for a few seconds and then lift it up. There you go. We're going to glue that onto the matching die that fits this one. There's no mistakes in Stampin' Up. And then just make sure you have a little bit of border on there. So simple. And then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put that in the center here. We're going to be using our dimensionals. And I'm going to put about, because of the size of this, I'm going to put about 3 of them on here. And take these off. And then just, there you go. Tie a bow over here on the side. Again, if you're really good at bow tying, you might not need 16 inches. You might could get away with 14 or so. How about that? Let me show you a couple of other ones I made. I made this one same way for my little grandson for his Valentine's gift. And here's the matching card that goes with it. And on the inside, we have the other little character, little robot character. Here's a different one that was made with this one. So there's all kind of things you can make. And here's even another one that's got the little ladybug in it, on it. Still, the Kit Kats were about $7 for 10 bars at Sam's. Anyway, that's the end. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask questions, and I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. Talk to you later. Bye!